kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Fake on first down, wants to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Gauze. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. He leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one. Somehow it's 2nd and 7. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
That's caught. It's Hayes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
going to attack through the air. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Got it behind the line. It's Pittman. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Knowles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Seminoles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. White wants to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
2nd down, he'll throw it. This time on target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always around, just exhausting.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here comes the heat. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
It'll be 3rd and long. White going to attack through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone. The officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not... They fake it. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? It's a draw. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hayes. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Quickly to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yours.
And the Tar Heels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Hayes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll move the tight end. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. White wants to throw it. Under fire. Looking left. This one's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack at this guy. I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
The Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Caught close to the marker. It's Alchuk. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He might want another play. White going to attack through the air. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Seminoles want to move quickly. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. motion from the wideout. Looking for a gap. It's Hardy. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the quarterback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Dome. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, North Carolina.
And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Lane. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run up to the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead going around the inside.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
The Tar Heels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. It's Hardy. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And the Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counter-punch and attack this defense?
Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keep it on the ground to open the third. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. White wants to throw it. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half. And this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Misfired on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Will be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Got a man. It's Hardy. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense coming up big there. And the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You know, when you go down personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. You've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Slithers into space. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Seminoles. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas is dominating this one, and you can bet the good folks in Denton are loving every aspect of this offense. They're up 14 over Maryland. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Making side adjustments here. White going to attack through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He rifles one deep to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the boot, looking for his man. With the catch, it's Hayes. Breaks into the open. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And tell the coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Tar Heels are threatening in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Fighting off the defender. Touchdown, North Carolina! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Florida State, center.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. White wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's McCoy. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball.
Looking for a huge play. Catch in stride inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Florida State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. Don't give the defense an inch to breathe. Finds his man. It's Milner. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
With that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown and retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on 4th down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, it's just going to come up and try and draw them off sides and get a cheap one and get a cheap 1st down. But no, this coaching staff, they decide to go out and not just go for it, throw for the 1st down, and they get it. I guess that explains why they're down there on the sidelines and we're up here in the booth.
And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They can pick up a yard here on 2nd down. That might put this one in the books. The running back has it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown. And this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, North Carolina.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. White going to attack through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. What a way to pick up the first down. Get out of bounds. Stop the clock when you need to get into scoring position.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game,
he's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, no! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Going right to work up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And, man, I love safeties that play with great vision in the back end, right? They're the safety for a reason. They're the back line of defense 99% of the time, and I love how he sees the ball, he breaks on it. And this defense, they have an opportunity to finish this game. They've played well all game long, now finish the deal.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Quick completion on the out. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking downfield on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a